Hi, today I'm making a modified version of Jim Lahey's No-Knead bread from his book, My Bread. The major difference is that I'm using 100% whole wheat flour, and I made some other changes as well. This bread tastes fantastic. Now, it only takes 5 to 8 minutes actual physical time making the bread, and most of the time the dough is rising or it's in the oven baking. So it's really easy to do and you're going to love it. It's good for my healthy eating habits and I bet it's good for yours too. Okay, so I'm just going to mix now the ingredients. I've got 4 cups of whole wheat flour. Put that in there. I've got yeast, dried yeast, 1/2 teaspoon plus 1/4 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons salt, and now I just whisk that around, and then I add 2 cups of water. Now I'm just going to stir that with my spatula, and I just want to make sure that all the flour gets incorporated into the dough. So I cut through there, lifting it up from the bottom to make sure. And it seems a little dry. You can see extra flour down there at the bottom. So I'm just going to add a little bit extra of water, maybe about 2 teaspoons. And now it gets in there. So now you can see there's no dry flour at the bottom of the bowl. It's all mixed in well. So now I'm going to cover it with plastic. And set it off to the side for 12 hours to 24 hours. So now I'm going to take my bread and I'm going to put a little bit of flour on the work surface, and I'm going to put more flour on a tea towel. This is to prevent the bread dough from sticking to the tea towel while it's rising. Okay, I want to put a lot of it on because I really don't want it to stick. And I'm also going to put some oat bran, and this does an even better job of keeping that dough from sticking. Alright, so now let's go back to my bread. I'm going to take a spatula and just get it out of the work bowl and onto the counter. There we go. Now the next step is to stretch it out and just fold it over 1, 2. And then do the same. You can see it's kind of a wet dough. And just fold it over, and then now I just gather it up into a ball, and I put it on my tea towel, and I just cover it with both sides, and now it's good to just set off to the side and let it rest for an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Okay, I have 2 cookie racks out, and now I'm going to get my pot out of the oven. Close the door. Careful not to burn yourself with the steam. Take the lid off, set it on the other cookie rack, and now I take the bread and lift off the top of the tea towel and just form it around the edge and plop it in. That's it. Put the lid back on. I guess I could go like that. Put it back in the oven. My bread's ready now, so I'm going to get it out of the oven. It's beautiful. There we go.